Hi, this is Scott Hubbard. Last couple of days, I put up a couple of videos where I talked about one of the major problems in my life. After a long career in corporate America, I made a decision that I wanted out. And also, I was very close to my retirement age, but couldn't afford to retire. After exploring various options, various alternatives, I decided to direct my effort to starting a network marketing enterprise. My timetable was that within 2 years, I'd be able to retire from that CFO position based upon my success in my home business. However, after 2 years, I was further from retiring than when I started my business. I had spent more money than I had actually earned. I made a lot of mistakes when I started in this industry, and this is really one of the reasons why I put together these videos, just so that maybe you can learn from some of my mistakes. I followed the advice of some of the successful people in my company, and when I did, however, I was marketing my business using methods that were not compatible with me and my personality. Some people have obviously had success using the old MLM marketing methods. I did not, and I feel that most people don't. I didn't like contacting my friends, my family, my acquaintances, and telling them about my business. I didn't like calling leads, people who had never heard of me before. Unless that type of marketing really resonates with you, I recommend that you look at other methods. If I had received this advice back when I was starting my business, I could have reduced my learning curve by several years, and I could have saved a ton of money. And I don't blame anyone but myself. I just didn't know any better. The marketing methods I was using just didn't fit who I was. Yesterday, I mentioned the fact that there is a marketing approach that people are starting to use, which is far different from what's been used in the past. This approach has transformed my business from one that was really struggling to one that is highly profitable and a lot of fun. The new approach is called attraction marketing, or internet attraction marketing. You very possibly heard of that, and you very possibly have already are using that in your business today. The bottom line approach is attracting people to you rather than chasing after them. I'll mention two types of attraction marketing here. The first type is where you attract people for a monetary cost. One of the best examples of that is pay-per-click advertising. I've used this method in the past. I've used it for a long time and have had very great, just great results from it. You simply place a short ad on a search engine such as Google. People go to Google and search for a word or a phrase that describes what they're looking for. I'm sure you've done that in the past. What they're looking for may be exactly what your business offers. And depending upon your skill in pay-per-click advertising, and this is extremely important, that depending upon your skill in pay-per-click advertising, the person may see your ad and click on your website. And again, I mentioned that's extremely important that you know what you're doing in pay-per-click advertising. Otherwise, you could possibly lose your shirt there. So you have attracted now, this person has gone to your website. You have attracted a prospect who is looking for exactly what you have to offer. This is attraction marketing. This is far better than trying to sell something to someone who has little or no interest in what you have to offer, and that's really what I was doing in the past. The only downside to pay-per-click is that there is a cost in getting that prospect to your website. You may incur substantial cost before you start making any sales, so that's something to consider. The other attraction marketing method that I'll speak about today is where a prospect is attracted to you, to your website, at either no cost or a very low cost. One of the best ways to do this is by using a Web 2.0 social marketing. Again, you may have heard of that. You may already be utilizing something like that. There are several components of social marketing, such as blogs, article writing, putting up videos on the web, social websites. Social websites would be something like MySpace or Facebook. You don't have to use all of these components, but you should use several of them. Really depends on what areas you do enjoy. The components you use should be tied together to maximize your marketing results, and that is extremely important, that the components you use be tied together in a way that each promotes the other. I now use Web 2.0 social marketing exclusively in my businesses. My marketing approach is to provide education and value to my prospect even before I know that he or she is my prospect. I no longer chase after people. I attract the prospect to me. When they contact me, they already know a little bit who I am and have an interest in what I have to offer. There's been a relationship built up. There's some trust involved, which is extremely important. So tomorrow, what I'd like to do, I'm going to put up a final video in this series, and I will give you some recommendations that I think will be extremely helpful to you. The whole point of these videos is to help someone, particularly someone that's in corporate America who really wants out, and even more, and specifically someone that is close to retiring but just cannot afford to, because those were the situations I was in. I did find the solution. So I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. If you do have a comment, if you do have a question, I'll try to get back to you on those. If there's a comment I think that many people might be interested in, I will try to answer that on a future video. So I wish you the best. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.